Darryl, Arizona's got a pretty explosive run game. Have you had a chance to take a look at them much?
Yeah, I was just watching them earlier today, this morning. They do a great. The running backs do a great job reading the holes, and I mean we just got to do a great job at maintaining our leverage and our gaps, and knowing our assignments.
Are you gonna have to kind of switch your keys a little bit when they bring in the backup quarterback, who's more of a runner?
Yeah, definitely. You're on pass looks. You're definitely gonna have to be aware of his mobility and keeping your lane integrity, and not letting him get out of the pocket and making plays happen.
It seems like by and large on most plays, your guys' run defense has been pretty good, but there's been a lot of those explosive 20-plus yard runs. What's happening there, and how can you shore that up?
Yeah, I mean we've done a great job so far this season with runs, and we've had explosive plays here and there. I mean, you can see it in Oregon. We've stopped them most of the game, and a lot of their yards came from explosive plays, probably like 2 or 3 plays. Those explosive plays have been from just a couple guys on defense just being out of their gaps and not executing their assignments.
So is it still some of those kind of lingering Portland State issues, two guys being in the same gap? Or?
Yeah, a little bit of that, but not nearly as much as what happened in Portland State.
Is that still sort of a practice focus?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we're always working on knowing our individual assignments and working to maintain leverage and gaps.
Just talking about Portland State, how much has this team grown since that loss in week 1?
We've grown a lot. I mean, that game kind of punched us in the mouth and woke us up and kind of put us on track to where we are now. Just trying to work every day to get better.
How much do these last 2 wins, a big win and then a big win in terms of margin, how much confidence does that give you guys going forward in this Pac-12 season?
I mean, it just reestablishes what we already knew about ourselves. We knew we were a great team, and we have a lot of young talent on this team, and just reestablishes the fact that just knowing the assignments will get us victories in this league.
He asked you about the backup quarterback, but I mean Solomon, what is unique about him and what does he do that you've seen so far?
You're talking about Solomon?
Solomon, their quarterback.
Oh yeah, I played against him last year, and I think he's a freshman last year. Yeah, he's pretty young, and I mean he's a talented guy, and he can really throw the ball.
As a defender, how much do you get fired up to face high-powered offenses like Cal's and Oregon's and Arizona's?
I love playing against those kind of teams, just to prove people wrong. Especially like Cal, it's kind of similar offense to ours. They pass a lot, so that gives us D linemen a lot more chance to get sacks.
Any questions on the line for Darryl Paulo?
Hey Darryl, that's with the Seattle Times. What's different for you guys when you look at the team atmosphere and maybe how your focus is? What's different between maybe this year and last year? And is there any similarity in the way the season feels compared to the bowl season in 2013?
Compared to this season and last season, I can only speak for the defensive side of the ball. There's definitely a lot more energy, and we definitely know there's no confusion on what our assignments are, and we're doing a great job of executing that. Compared to the bowl season, there's a lot of similarities. You see the similar talents, and I think we're executing at a much higher level than that season.
So has the team really talked about the big picture at all, or are you really just going with that one game at a time sort of mindset?
Yeah, we've never mentioned anything about the bigger picture. We just going one game at a time and let the picture develop as the weeks goes on.
Okay, and what's it been like working with Coach Salavea the last couple of years for you? I know he was at Arizona and then could have gone to USC with you guys. Like, how much did that mean to the defensive line?
That just knowing the fact that he could have gone anywhere and just staying with us was a huge deal for not only myself but the other guys on the team. And I mean, he's a great coach, and he's helped develop my skills in my career here.
Also, I noticed that a lot of the Poly and the Samoan guys had sort of like a prayer circle on the field, on the defensive guys on the field before the game. Like, who initiated that? And how far back does that go?
I started at the beginning of the season. I mean, just going back to our roots. I mean, religion has been always been a big part of our culture, and I think Destiny Vaya was probably the first one to initiate that, and ever since the first game, we've just been doing it before and after, no matter win or lose. We're just letting people know we're blessed to have this opportunity just to play the game.
Thank you.
Any other questions on the line for Darryl Paulo?
Hey, Darryl, Adam Lewis, the Seattle PI. Shalom Milani was named Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week this week. I was just wondering, I know you're on the D-line, but what do you get a sense for what he brings, to your secondary back there?
Yeah, he definitely brings a lot of intensity, and I think for guys on the opposing team, the receivers are kind of scared to cross that middle with him back there. He's a very hard hitter, and he's fun to watch on film.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah.
Any other questions on the line?
Yeah, Darryl, talk about just the development of the D-line this year. You guys came in with two really big gaps to fill, but it seems like you guys have kind of hit a rhythm. Do you feel like everyone is comfortable back there and that you're performing based up to where you thought you might be at this part of the season?
Oh yeah, I mean that's been a huge thing in the offseason, was filling the shoes of Tony Pollard and Xavier Cooper. But I think this group right here, we have a lot more chemistry. We've been together for a long time, and I think what you're seeing now with the success of the D-line is just us knowing each other very well.
Thank you.
And last chance in the room.
Yeah, Darryl, that 2013 season, the bowl season, your fifth win was Arizona, and I got a chance to get your fifth win Arizona again. What do you remember from that game, that big win on the road at Tucson?
I mean, I remember we needed 2 wins in 3, and we had 3 more games, and just getting that win was a huge deal because that just meant we needed 1 more, and we had 2 more games still to go. Because if we lost that game, we would have to go 2 for 2. I think that took a lot of pressure off our shoulders, winning that game.
Halfway through the season, you guys are still, in the thick of that Pac-12 North race. Does that kind of keep everybody up a little bit, knowing that it's still this kind of battle among the teams?
Definitely. I mean, a lot of the players, we talk about it amongst each other. We can see that the North is wide open, and that just makes us more anxious to get better and win 1 week at a time.